I'm a songwriter at heart. I heard the song Toss a Coin to the Witcher. Heard it probably before I knew that it was like a huge thing and I should pay a lot of attention to it. I thought, why is there a song in this? And it's kind of funny lyrics and kind of a different vibe than this amazing score, which is dark and cool. I didn't understand it. Now, in retrospect, it's like people think of The Witcher and they think of that song. How did you? Was it? Tell me everything. Was it in the script? Is that Bard the singer, or are one of you? Is it the actor who sings it?
So
tell
let's
me
go from
about
the beginning.
how
Yes.
that song came.
So,
please.
When we got on board of The Witcher, we actually first didn't know that there was going to be songs.
Yeah, and parenthesis, it's not that Witcher was the first time we ever wrote songs. Before The Witcher, we did a TV show called Sacred Lies, and that's where we kind of started.
Yeah, that was really the first time we did songs for this year.
And not
series.
because they were in the script, but because it was asking for it. We told the showrunner, hey, let's do songs.
Yeah, with Sacred Lies, the way that worked out is because, like, the story revolved around teenagers, so it just felt very organic that we needed to do songs, but not the type of songs that are just like, needle drops, but the type of songs that would be like an organic part of the overall score soundscape, right?
Sure.
So that Sacred Lies was the first time we did songs, and then right after Sacred Lies, so first there was the Romanovs and then The Witcher, right? And then they sent us the script, and we're like, oh, there are songs in the script. Cool, let's figure out the way to do it. And Toss a Coin to your Witcher. So that was an interesting one, because it was in the script, so in fact, all the songs that we have in The Witcher, all the songs that are sung by the bard, by Jaskier, they were in some form in the script, but the problem that all those songs had, in their initial shape, all of them were like gorgeous, beautiful poems. But at that stage, they weren't really like lyrics for a song, lyrics that you could take and apply to a song, right? Because lyrics for a song require a certain structure, a certain rhythm. And at that point, those lyrics didn't have that. But that was a great thing, because that provided a great opportunity for us to collaborate.
As a starting point.
Yeah. But not only, on top of that, to collaborate with writers and to really dig into those lyrics and create the most awesome lyrics that could become lyrics of a song. So the way that worked is we took those lyrics that were initially in the script and we modified them however we saw fit, and created a song. And then once we had the initial cast, that's why Jenny Klein, who was the writer of the lyrics for Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, she came over to the studio and we really massaged the lyrics and polished them and made them super awesome. So she's fully responsible for those lyrics. And then when we wrote the song, initially we wrote about, I think, 7 versions of the song, right?
Yeah, because we wanted to give, to the studio, to the producer, different versions. Like, hey, this song can be a strict medieval version. This can be a strict contemporary version. It can be something in between.
Yeah, we even had a rap version.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we give them like 1 minute, like not fully long version of the song, but like 30 seconds of one minute
demos, 7 versions, right? And they picked the version that ended up being Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. So then from there on,
we expanded it.
We expanded it, we extended it. We worked very closely with Jenny Klein to, massage the lyrics. And yeah, and this is how the song came together. And it came together even way before they went into production. So I think the production started about October 2018. So the song was ready even before that, right? So then, the reason why they needed it so early is because they were going to shoot it on set. So the actor, Joey Beatty, he had to learn the song. And the actor, he's the one who actually sang the song. So first...
I was going to ask, Is it his voice?
It is his voice. So the way that worked is they shot it. And then we went to London, and it was actually 4th of July. And during the 4th of July, we got
in London.
We got in the studio together with Joey, and we recorded all the songs that he was singing in the show.
In like half a day, I think.
It was like a couple of hours in the span of 2 days. And poor Joey, he was super sick. But we had to record because we were only in London for a very short period of time, and we were doing the dub mixes, and we had to record the song. So it was like
either now or never.
Yeah, now or never. And we had to be in the studio because we were fully producing him. Because when we record demos, at that stage, our demos are so specific. So when we bring in a vocalist,
but also because the demos, we worked on it for 7 months. We went through all, the studio producer, everybody. You keep tweaking it. Then you get the cut. The editor cuts it a little bit, so you keep tweaking it, everything. So by the time you record the singer, it's like has to be kind of like how it is.
Yeah,
because everybody's used to it.
Everybody's used to it. All the demos are very, very specific. So we had to be in the studio together so we could produce him and produce his vocals. Mm-hmm. So recording them remotely in that particular case wasn't even an option, really. So poor Joey, he had to get to the studio and he had to drink a lot of tea with honey, with lemon, so he can warm up the vocal cords. But he did great and he delivered such a wonderful performance. And it was in the span of a couple of hours for 2 days. And then from there on was putting the song together and sending it out into the world.
I have a couple questions. First of all, I got confused about one thing. You said you wrote the song prior to shooting, so he could have something to sing to. Did he sing to with an earwig?
Yep.
Did he sing to your voice and then you overdubbed his voice correctly in post?
Yep.
Okay, good. The other thing is, by any remarkable chance, because I've done this only, I think, 700,000 or 800,000 times and blown it 800,000 or 900,000 times, were you in the right key for him, his voice?
No.
That's a great question. The answer is yes and no.
Because I've blown that badly.
So when we did the initial demos, I don't remember if Joey was actually in the picture at that point.
I don't think so.
I think when we wrote the initial demos, I'm not sure if they cast Joey by that point. So I sang initially in the key that I was comfortable in. And then as soon as Joey got involved, we got on the phone and we figured out as soon as possible the best key for him to sing the song, which actually wasn't that far away because I initially sang it in D minor. So in my version, it was toss a coin to your witcher, half alley of plenty, whoa, whoa. And then for Joey, did we do it in B minor or B flat?
B, I think.
Yeah. So I don't even remember by now. So it's pretty close,
Near.
And then what I had to do, I re-recorded.
Could he sing when he was cast? I mean, another issue sometimes is you cast an actor and they think they can sing, and you play the final record for the producers, and they go, "We have to go get a real singer to fake him out." So he was okay as a vocal. I mean, he was an actor, of
very
course,
lucky.
But you felt good
because he could totally sing.
He's been on Broadway shows, on musicals.
So it wasn't one of those situations when, you get to work with someone and you're like, I wish we could have worked with a musician. No, he was perfectly comfortable singing. He just needed a little bit of direction here and there.
Like he's an actor, but with a music background.
He's funny.
So he's very comfortable singing. He brings in great ideas. He was very receptive, to the suggestions we were giving him. So it was great. It was really great, and we were very lucky that we got to do that one with Joey.
Yeah.
In olden days, which would be the 20th century, you would organically be asked by a major label at this point to go produce an entire record with Joey of songs from The Witcher plus some original songs that you've written just for him and a pop song and another single. Has anybody approached you to think about making that record?
So, you're full of fantastic questions today.
Unfortunately.
We cannot feel
it's just the
Joey aside, going back to songs and making a record of songs. Maybe. We cannot spill all the beans, but, but maybe.
Yes.
Maybe with some.
Maybe as another T-shirt I like.
Maybe with some very interesting collaborations with some really interesting
Not just
artists.
Interesting, amazing collaborations and amazing artists.
Great.
That's all we can say for now.
Fabulous.
And we've been dying to talk about it for forever, but we can't yet. Yes. So as soon as we can, we're going to have to get back.
And I'd like to say, news break. We are going to have Paul McCartney, Dua Lipa, and Cardi B are all appearing on the new record of these two fabulous geniuses. And so stay tuned. Also, Wynton Marsalis is going to play trumpet, and Wayne Shorter is going to make an appearance, as well as Esperanza Spalding. So I thought what I'd do is just, am I close?
We're just going to have to get on the phone again
so
we can talk more about it when the time comes.
Right. I think it's a wonderful idea. It's needless to say, an obvious idea for any label. I don't know if they see it as clearly as I started to see. Well, look how successful this initial project is. Sign the kid who plays the bard, get the two writer producers in the room, do 8 or 10 songs and ship it, and let's go, and on to the next. So, and then you get another single out of him, and it's just so clear. But labels often, neither of you are 13, so I'm not sure you're in the right age demo for the new hits. But how fabulous